Hello and welcome to another episode of A Trini in Atlanta.
And hi, everybody. I'm joining you all today. I'm behind the camera as usual. I want to say thank you all for your thoughts and prayers. And I'm here today on our first of our Christmas edition videos. I hope you all enjoy them.
Thank you everybody for staying this time with me. Today I'm making some shrimp and some chicken, and I'm doing it in the air fryer because I got this air fryer, and I had the other one that I've been using, but this one I can put the chicken and I can put the shrimp at the same time. Like I could put the shrimp there and I could put the chicken there at the same time. I can cook, and we are going to make some. I'm going to make some crust on the shrimp. I have some um, crust panko. I have some cornstarch. I have some flour. I have some egg. I'm going to do some potatoes in the microwave, some garlic potatoes in the microwave, and then I'm going to finish it a little bit in the air fryer just for to get a little crunch. And I'm going to do some broccoli that I have soaking here. That both Shafik and I like broccoli, so this is not a big issue for us to have. So I'm just soaking it here for a little rinse. Now I bought the broccoli already washed, but I wanted to give it a little more of a wash sometimes. So I soak it in a little bit of vinegar and I'm washing it now. So I don't like this part, so I cut it off. Like some of them that had too much of the ends, I just cut them off. And we are going to saute this with a little stock. And that's it. A little seasoning and a little stock, nothing too much. Because as you know, we can't really eat a lot of sodium, so at least Shafi can't, but I really don't care too much for it, so we are doing it like this. So we are starting today with getting the potatoes ready, because this will take a while in the microwave. So I'm going to wash these right here, and I'm going to cut them up and put them. You remember the other day, a while ago, I made some basil oil. Well, I have the basil oil here. I still have some of them remaining. It was in the freezer. So I am going to use some of this to cook everything. So I'm going to cut these potatoes in two. The bigger ones I'm going to cut into four. The smaller ones I'm going to cut into two. And I'm going to use this. Now the other day I used this to make something. I can't remember what I did with it. And it took a little while to cook. So I don't know how exactly long it will take. So I'm starting to get this ready to put in the microwave. It mightn't take as long, but just to be sure that I get it to eat for dinner. So, okay. So this is some cut in two, some cut in four. It's rinsed already, and then I'm going to put it in the microwave to cook. I'm looking for a microwave bowl. So I'm going to put it in this and stick it in the microwave to cook. So this would be good. And all I'm going to put in this is some of this basil oil that I made the other day, just a little. And I'm going to put some garlic because I'm trying to this. And when this is done, I'm going to add a little of some black. I'm going to add a little black pepper, and I'm going to add some a squeeze of fresh lime juice. Because what I have noticed, and somebody had mentioned it on the channel, is that when you cannot use a lot of sodium anymore. Lime juice gives everything a nice fresh twist. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to zest a lime and then use some of the juice. So for here, I'm going to stick this in the microwave for now. And then I am going to start with the protein. I'm looking for the cover for that. Here it is. So I'm going to cover this and then I'm going to start putting it on the potato, the baked potato, and let that cook for itself. Now here I have some, I'm going to move all the broccoli because I want to get the protein in. So I'm going to move the broccoli until I'm ready for it. And then I'm going to open the protein. So this can stay here for now. Leave it on that side for now. And here I'm going to get 2 small containers to do the proteins, so I can show you what I'm doing. So here we have some shrimp. I'm going to make about 8 or 10 shrimp. I'm not going to make a lot tonight simply because I'm doing it in the air fryer and it's so easy to do. I don't have to make all one time. So I'm going to make these, if you notice, had already been bedained and the shell is on, but my husband, I will take out the shell so the seasoning will go in and it will be easier for him to eat. But you could, if I was making pepper shrimp with these, because they're big enough to make pepper shrimp, I would leave the shell, definitely I will need a shell on. And it will look nicer. But because I am just making a little, something like a crispy fried shrimp, air fried shrimp, like not a bang bang shrimp, but a spicy, sweet. Because after this, I'm going to serve it with a little bit of honey, warm honey and chili oil, is what I am going to serve this with. And as I'm telling you here, as I'm going, this is not something I have done before, so I'm winging it alongside you. So you all have seen what I am doing here while I'm doing it. I'm not doing it alone. My husband is here with me, so both of us are getting into this mischief together. And not only both of us, all of us are getting in this mischief. So I'm going to do about 10 shrimp. We have 3 here, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If the kids were coming over, I would make all, but seeing that they are going to a concert tonight, I'm going to see them tomorrow so we can start our Christmas frolicking from tomorrow. My sisters have been here and we had gone to a few places, but I was not impressed. I don't know. This year is not a, I don't know if it's people just don't have the money, but people are not doing as much decorating as they did in previous years. So we'll see how that goes. So I have 10 shrimp here. So I'm going to take some flour and I'll tell you something. I see, and I have seen that a long time and plenty times since I've been in America, I've seen that people usually use lime. And when I got married, my husband's father, as everybody know, was a fisherman. And he always said to me, never wash seafood in anything but some flour, because anything else changes the structure of the seafood, because it starts breaking it down and cooking it. So if you were wanting this to start cooking now, then lime would be good, or salt would be good, or vinegar. But seeing that you don't, then all I am going to do is to wash this with a little bit of, now it's pre-washed already because I bought all these things washed. But I am going to wash it again. And then I'm going to let it sit for a little bit, because this is where this comes in. I'm going to take a whole handful of this in something like this, and I'm going to put this here and let this drain. Let all this drain in this. So by the time we are ready, I'm ready to cook with it, it is drained out like this. So you see, this is how I'm doing that. I'm put this in here and I'm going to turn them and I'm going to let them dry completely out. I'm going to let them dry completely out so that by the time I'm ready for it, it wouldn't take long to do. So you see that there? So this one, I'm done with this near. So now I'm going to do a piece of the chicken. So now Shafik is feeling much better. So look out as we get into a little bit of shrimp, shrimp broth. Because I always say this to you and I say it again. My
broth?
husband's fish broth
Fish broth.
is the best thing you could imagine. He is so good. He is so good at that. So I'm going to get this one out and I'm going to get some chicken. Now I'm going to add the rest of the shrimp to this bowl and I'll take care of this on another off the camera. So I'll have this. So I'm done with this. I'm going to rest it in the refrigerator for now because I don't want to just sitting out there, and I'll take care of that in a little bit. Maybe not tonight, but soon. And this is a clean container here, and I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to take a piece of chicken. So those of us who shop at Sam's Club, you know this chicken tenders is from Sam's Club. I usually get them. And yes, they are pre-washed and they are the tenderloins because I love the tenderloins, especially now because there's no real fat to them and they're very, very tasty. So I love those tenderloins for that. So I'm going to use these and put them into the, see how those go. Let me put some water in that and some flour as well and get that rinsed out. Okay, get some flour there and get that rinsed so that I can use these to make some chicken tenders in the air fryer. Okay, so that is good there. Now I am saying this, I wash all of these, but you don't have to if you're comfortable with it coming from the grocery and they say pre-wash, no added hormones or anything, and all of them. So I am going to do the same thing that I just did with the shrimp. I'm going to get some paper towel, a large piece of paper towel, and I'm going to put this right here. Now the shrimp is dry, so I'm going to move this and leave it there for now. And then I'm going to put the chicken here so it could start, the chicken could start washing. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of chicken for tonight. I'm not going to do all. I'm going to do this 8 piece. When I wash my hand with some soap so I can touch everything else that I want. And I'm going to start this. Now this, I'm going to wrap this like this so that it could dry properly. I want all these to dry completely. Same thing again here. I'm going to change this. Okay. And I'm going to wrap this chicken and do the same thing with the shrimp and change the paper one more time so that it is, by the time I'm ready to cook with it, these things are completely, totally dry. Okay, so the shrimp and the chicken is completely, totally dry. One more time, I'm going to wash my hands again and then with soap. And then I'm going to see how we go from here. So here we go. I'm going to just put some seasoning on this. Nothing too much. You don't need a lot of things. I'm just going to get some garlic salt. Some all-purpose this. Some thyme. Where is my all-purpose thyme? Okay. So some black pepper, some paprika, absolutely paprika, some chicken thing, and it's just the garlic. This is the onion, the garlic salt, poultry. Okay, and some garlic. So I have some garlic salt in my hand. I have some garlic salt in my hand. I have some poultry seasoning. I have some black pepper, some of this table seasoning, some cayenne pepper, and I want a little touch of seafood seasoning. I have one of those Old Bay seafood seasoning here. I'll put just a drop of this. And we are going to season up everything here now. So we are going to get 2 little bowls and we are going to season up all of these. So, okay. So we have 2 bowls here. This I'm going to do for the chicken. The chicken is completely dry. And this I'm going to do for the shrimp. Now, this air fryer, I'm going to start heating it. Because they say, now you turn it on to what you want. I am going to do chicken. Okay, so I'm going to do some chicken. I'm going to bring this camera and show you what this is. What this is here. If you could see, this is like this here. This is how this is here. Everything is up there. Everything is up here. So when you touch this, it gets to where you want to be. Now I want to be where chicken is. I have to figure out how to get the chicken. Chicken, not ribs. There. So I got the chicken. I got the chicken and I'm going to put it on start so it will start heating up. Okay? So you notice it's starting to heat. I'm going to take these 2 trays out because I'm going to use these 2 trays to spray them and then we are going to use this. Okay? I'm going to put the shrimp in one and here we go. So now we are going to season. I'm going to put some of this, definitely some of this smoky ground cayenne pepper. I thought this was the smoked paprika, but I guess not. Okay, so I'm going to put a little cayenne pepper, not too much. I don't want it to be just over hot. And you see in that spice rack, if you see a paprika for me, I want a paprika and some ground thyme. If you could get that, that would be nice, please. Paprika and ground thyme. So put some cayenne in this because as I told you, it's a sweet, spicy shrimp. This is not working. It's a sweet, spicy shrimp. So that's what. Put a little. I'm done with that. Then I'm going to put some garlic. More than a little, just some garlic powder on that. I'm going to put a little bit of the seafood seasoning in this, not a lot, just a touch. I'm going to put black pepper in both of them. Some of this table tasty. And then some of the poultry seasoning in the chicken. So that would be enough there. And I'm going to start seasoning this chicken. I'm going to season up this chicken just a little. So you could put anything you like. I wouldn't put any wet seasoning in it because I wanted the seasoning, the coating to stick on it. So I'm not going to put anything wet.
No paprika.
No paprika, but I'm going to put some of this thyme. Some of this ground thyme. that will give it enormous amount of flavor. And it changed the smell of it completely. So this is seasoned. Now I'm going to take an egg and burst it into this and and you see, as you see, I'm going to mix this in because I want it to coat it after in a little bit of the flavor in crumbs, and the egg will help it stick. See? So this, see, because it's thick and creamy. See, that's it. That's what I want. So when I'm ready, I'm going to let this sit for a few seconds, and I'm going to do the shrimp now. Same thing for the shrimp, but as you notice, I put a little difference in the season. I just add some seafood seasoning and some chicken seasoning to this. So this is there. I'm going to take an egg, burst it, and then I'm going to put it into the... Oh, that's nice. That's hot already. That's the air fryer. It's ready to go. Okay, and this is the shrimp. So it's just doing its thing here too. And I turn it up into this, and so this is it. So you see that is done cooking there. Cooled it completely. Okay, so that is done. We are done with that. I'm going to take these now. I'm going to put this aside here for a second, and I'm going to take a little bowl, something like this, and I'm going to mix the shrimp batter into this first. Some flour, just a little flour, a little bit of cornstarch. The cornstarch will make it crunchy, so a little cornstarch, and then a little bit of the crown. Just a little. Some cornstarch, some crumb, and some flour. And in this, I'm going to season it a little bit with the seafood seasoning and some of the cayenne pepper, just for a little bit of heat, because I want it to be spicy. Now that's done. I'm going to take this and spray it. So by the time I spray the bowl, I could put it into this. Now I could put a piece of foil into this, and I wouldn't have a lot of work to clean it up, but I don't want that. I want it to stick and get crunchy, or as crunchy as I think it could get. So I'm going to put this inside here now. And I'm going to turn this up here and coat this, and then I'm going to put it in the air fryer. So this is one. Two. So this is done. This is breaded and ready to go. My hands. So this is breaded and ready to go now. And I'm going to leave it here for a minute until I'm ready to put everything into the fryer. And this is the chicken. I'm going to do the same thing to the chicken. The exact same thing I'm going to do to the chicken. I have a little bowl here. I'm going to add the same seasoning, except I'm going to put some poultry seasoning, some flour, some panko, about a cup of flour, about a quarter cup of panko. Don't want it too much, and about a quarter cup of cornstarch, because the cornstarch will help it to get a little crispy. Then I'm going to take some of the poultry seasoning and season up the chicken like this completely, and then I'm going to turn the chicken into this and put it into the air fryer. So that is complete. I'm going to spray this. And I'm going to do the chicken this now. So here is the chicken. And I'm going to do the chicken the same thing. Okay, so another. My sister Brenda, she is a crack shot of making these things in the air fryer, because she's been using her fryer since it came out. She loves cooking in the air fryer. So that is done. Let me wash my hand again. Okay, so that is done. And now I'm going to put this into there. I'm going to spray the top of the chicken with a little bit of the olive oil spray. That's like I'm going to do with the shrimp. I'm going to spray this. Make sure all of them is coated in a little bit, because that will help it get crispy. And I'm going to stick this in. Chicken here. And the shrimp here. Okay. I just have to keep myself on that and leave that there, and that is in there. While that is cooking, I'm going to see that how this is going. Let me see quickly. See what is happening here. What is going on here with this? Oh, this is going to cook us quicker than I thought. This is almost done. So you see this? It's good. Cut a piece. Yeah, it's almost done. It's cooked. Tasty, it's sweet. A little sweetness with potato. I'm going to put it back a little bit, and I don't think I'm going to add anything. I might put a little bit of salt on top mine just for me, but not for him. But this is done for him mostly. This doesn't need anything else. Now I had the garlic butter there in case it needed it, but I will put a little bit for him, but not for me, but not for him now. So we're done with that. And now I'm going to take a pot and put up a pot and do the broccoli. And you see how quick and easy it is to do this broccoli. I'm going to use the big sauté pan that I have all the time, that I use to make everything in. But this is my go-to pan. It's so big and nice. That's it there. And I'm going to spray this with a little bit of avocado oil. That's it. Just spray the pot. That's it there. And then I'm going to stick this in here. But I'm going to wait for it to hot and put some garlic and stuff and saute that in there. Okay, it looks really good. So I'm going to cook that for about 10 minutes, at least the chicken. Then I'm going to turn it over. And I'm keeping my eyes on the shrimp especially, because I don't want the shrimp to get overcooked. Shrimp will get overcooked like that. So I don't want that to happen to me. I'm going to use some of a little bit of the basil oil, just a little bit like that. So you can see what I'm doing here, just for flavor. And then I'm going to put some of the, and then I'm going to put some garlic inside here. I'm going to put the fan on. I need the fan when I'm cooking. I think I want a little more garlic in that. I want some more garlic in that. Some more garlic right there, because I want the broccoli to be garlicky. And I'm going to put that here and let that start cooking. See? That's it. Just going to let that cook there. I'm going to put some thyme. The thyme would be very lovely in this. A little bit of thyme would be lovely in that. Some black pepper. Nicely done. A little touch of cayenne pepper. Just for a little heat, nothing too much. A little drop of heat. And some of this table tasty. Just a little bit of this table tasty mixture. And I think that is it. And I put some like that. And I'm going to put a little bit of the, I don't have any chicken, so I'll do the beef. And then I'm going to, and this will cook it down right here. And I don't even need any more flavor in that. But he don't like his broccoli cooked through. He likes it with a little crunch taste. So maybe he likes about a cup of stuff in here with some garlic. And then when this is done, this will be done. Now you could put anything you want in this to flavor it, because it's not about the flavor, it's about just having a green vegetable. But in a time gone by, I would have added some of the slappy mama, because I add that to everything.
And cheese.
And definitely a little handful of Parmesan, because I love fresh Parmesan. But nope, tastes just as good now. I'm learning that. It tastes just as good. So this. Oh, I would have added some of this homemade garlic butter. Tastes good either way. Let me just look at the shrimp and I'll have an idea. Did you take the light off?
No, apparently it's going off by itself.
Okay.
I keep putting it on and it keeps going back
I
on.
put it on myself and I didn't realize. No. See? Okay, it's cooking very nice. When I'm ready to turn it, I'll spray it a little more and turn it again. It didn't even stick. It's so good. So while that is cooking and this is cooking, I'm going to show you what I'm going to make. I'm going to take some honey, just a little bit of honey, and I'm going to heat it up, because all I want is a warm honey dip. Both for the chicken and the shrimp, I'm going to use a warm honey dip. The boys are going to come? Yeah. My brothers are coming over for an errand. So I'm going to do like maybe if you see this, it's about here with honey. It's not a lot. It's all natural honey from my neck of the woods. So just because I did that, so good. So good. Okay. So I'm going to heat this honey up and I'm going to add some chili to it. So this is done. I don't think we need anything more with this. This is completely done. What do you think? That's good?
I think so.
I think so. It's cooked.
Yeah.
And there's no more flavoring that you need that because that have all the basil flavor and everything.
Smells good.
And I could still add a little bit of the thyme. I'll get some of the bigger pieces of thyme to put in that. Some Italian seasoning for that. And I'm going to heat this. So let's do one. And love, we don't have any more of that sriracha.
Yes, there's a little bit right on the second shelf, left hand
Okay,
side.
this is what I want. I think that will taste good,
It's
the
very little.
sriracha. That's all I need. Oh, that's too much. Okay, let that continue cooking. You see, 30 seconds. Okay, and this is done. You notice the honey is thin. The honey has thinned up. You see that? The honey has become very thin. To the honey, I'm going to add some of this sriracha. Oh, now come in. When in doubt, just take the covers off. So I'm going to add some of this.
Sriracha is becoming very expensive
Mmm,
with all the sauces.
like everything else. But these orchards that come from Asia, because we used to buy one for about $8 or $10, and we went to buy, and it was $50, so we had to walk away. We couldn't afford to buy. So all I did was add some of the sriracha and some of the honey, and I'm going to add a touch of sesame oil to that. But the sesame oil that I'm going to add to that is the spicy, no, this is the chili oil. Okay, well, I guess I don't have that. So I'm going to add a little bit of this black sesame oil, toasted sesame oil, and that is about 2 drops, 3 drops. Not too much, but you can smell it. And I'm going to do same thing with this chili oil, just a little, couple of drops of the chili oil in here. Oh, oh my! That is amazing. My husband and I went to this Japanese restaurant, Yakitori something. I know the guy who owns it. When I was doing the cooking show, I was judging. He was one of the judges too, and he makes the best Korean fried chicken. And the sauce that he serves it with, this is what gave me this idea, is this kind of sauce. So I thought, I'm going to try that. Because it will work with the broccoli, it will work with everything. So you put it over your entire food when you're eating something like this. And this is mostly done. You don't need anything more. I'm going to taste one of them. And by the time this water is practically burned out, this dish is done. Oh my. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Very good. Okay, so I'm going to turn these over. Good? So I'm going to turn these over and let it cook a little more on the other side. But for the best part of it, it's mostly done cooking. If you notice, it's coming already. It came in already, the shrimp. So I'm going to put a little, spray it a little more because it will crunch up with a little bit of the olive oil spray. And I'm going to put it back, cook it for a few minutes again, and this is completely done. While this is finishing up, I'm going to see what the chicken looks like. Let me see if the chicken needs turning now.
I'm guessing the chicken is going to be the one that's going to take a while.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what the chicken says. This is done. Let me see what the chicken is looking like. Done. Yeah, chicken will take a little more. So I will leave this here, and I'll tell you this. This will finish, but it will take its time according to this. According to what this air fryer thing is saying here, this is going to take about 25 minutes to be done. So I'm going to put up my pot here, and I'm going to finish it out here quickly so that we can eat. Both Chapik and I can eat. And you know I have my trusty old grill pan. And then, if you had the 25 minutes to wait for the air fryer to done, please feel free to wait the 25 minutes for the air fryer. That would be awesome. But I don't have 25 minutes to wait for this. So I'm going to take the shrimp out because I think the shrimp is completely done and I don't want it to overcook. And there's nothing worse and nasty than overcooked shrimp or overcooked seafood on the whole. So this is done. Alright, that is done. I can tell that is done and it have a crunch to it. Perfect. This is done. So leave that there, and then I am going to take this out, put some spray in this pan. Spray there. So, just because I didn't realize, I don't use this air fryer much. I didn't realize that this will take this much time. But I'm okay with it because it's still, I would still cook most of my meals here. If I didn't have to finish this video in a timely manner so that you can go ahead with your life and I can go ahead with my life, I would leave it inside there for the next 25 minutes to finish. But I'm not going to do that today because that will take a while. So this is going to take a few minutes because the chicken is mostly done. So I'm just going to let this cook here and I'll be done. It looks nice already. I like it. Okay, so while this is finishing, I'm going to take out some food and show you how it's done. And I'm going to cancel this because this is done. Are you going to have some food or no?
I will have to
Oh, you going to have some with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can have some with me. I love this potatoes. I love how this potato is feeling. I love it. Some potatoes. Not too much. And I need to show you this now. I need to show you how the chicken was supposed to be if I had the time to leave it. This is how it's coming out. It's looking beautiful. It's done cooking. All it is doing is in there, is getting the color that I was waiting for it to get in the air fryer. That's it. Okay, then I'm going to take some of these shrimp, like about 3 of them, which I'm definitely only eating half, because I do not like shrimp much. My husband is a shrimp man. Shrimp for me is a texture thing. But the broccoli I will eat. I will definitely eat the broccoli. Something. Yeah, the damage that. Okay, I'm going to move this, and this is done. I'm going to just move these things here. Put a piece of chicken here. The chicken is totally done. Okay, so this is how it looks. This is when it's done. This is the chicken. This is the shrimp, the potatoes, the broccoli. I'm going to take some of this and I'm going to spoon it all over everything like this for the flavor, for everything to have a little flavor. Same thing I'm going to do a little bit with the broccoli, but just the broccoli that is there. The what is it called, honey? The basil, just the basil itself, not the underneath of it, and that's it. See? That's it. Here you are, my love. Paper napkin. Here you are. Come on, let's taste. Let's see how it is. And here we are. So here we are. And let's see. Spoon there. Let me start with my potato. That is so good. That is so good.
I'm not sure how many put here, so I'm just going.
Come here. You could do it like this.
No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Fine.
What do you think?
Delicious. The texture and everything.
The broccoli didn't overcook.
Really, really
It's
good.
so good. The broccoli is juicy. It's so juicy. I see the chicken. Oh, the chicken cut like butter.
A little lime on that shrimp will be perfect.
I have some.
It is a little shrimpy, right?
It's not overcooked at all.
Good.
Let's go. Taste the shrimp with the lime now. I put some lime on it. So I'm going to taste it for him. I added the lime to it. The chicken was very soft. If you can hear me, you can hear the crunch that I'm getting from the shrimp. And you could taste the spiciness of the cayenne pepper that I added. That's exactly what I wanted. A little kick, but a little sweetness. I have that. The chicken is, let me cut a piece of the chicken and show you. See the chicken? It's cut. It's so ridiculous. It takes no time. And it's cut. It's juicy. It's juicy, juicy, juicy. Takes no pressure. It is so good. So juicy. So tender. And the broccoli, as I told you, is amazing. This is really good. This could be an evening, date night, Sunday dinner, whatever you want it. In my next video, I will make a list of the people who have been supporting me and I will make a shout out to them. I did it already. I'm going to do it again because I love you all so very much. You all have been good to me. You have been good to Shafik. I thank you for your prayers. I thank you for your love. I thank you for sharing my video because I need a subscription. I really need a subscription. So thank you for sharing the video. I hope you make this. I hope you enjoy it. This is awesome. I'll have one more potato just for you. I love you and I'll see you in the other video. Thank you. Bye-bye.